This is chaoticradio.com.
If I were to say the Kinda Gaming Show, would that mean anything to you?
Wiggity wiggity, what's up, y'all? You
Howdy
guessed
dowdy.
it. You guessed it. It's not Andrew again tonight.
Yeah, check that out. It's like
It's your boy, Miguel.
it's your boy Miguel and Connor.
We got Connor behind the desk as always,
Yeah, I'm always here.
running the show.
I just barely made it for not having missed a week because I got sick after the show last week, and then was like sick all week, and it was like got better just yesterday.
Perfect timing. Clearly, your life revolves around this show.
Yeah, right. Pretty much. Fucking A.
Don't even joke like that. That'd be sad. Yeah. What happened this week? Actually, I was gonna say not a lot happened, but some announcements happened.
Yeah, we because last week we were talking about the Nintendo doohickey stuff, and even more of that began happening. Oh, that's my issue. I accidentally had the fucking. I had our show playing on the fucking thing. So YouTube does that stuff.
You brilliant genius.
Yeah, it's because I have music playing,
You're such a smart.
and then I didn't mute our stream.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, things happen. But yeah, since then some other cool things have come up. They showed Geralt of Rivia in Soul Calibur.
That was just yesterday, right?
Yeah, today. Today they actually showed all the.
Oh, was that earlier today?
Yeah, that was earlier today that they showed all that stuff. And
Oh, oops.
the I think they kind of rushed their reveal of that because of Smash Brothers being revealed last week. Because like really the guy from CD Projekt Red, he was on Twitter or in an interview, and he was like, yeah, Geralt will be starring in a crossover game. Yeah. He's like, he'll be starring in a crossover game later this year. And then in a game launching this year is what he said. And then 2 days after he said that, Smash Brothers got revealed, and everyone was like, "Is it gonna be in Smash?" And it's like, no, guys, Soul Calibur, guys, calm down. So which is also fucking dope. I think more appropriate, to be fair. I think Geralt fits much better into Soul Calibur than he would in Smash. Although it's Smash, like fucking put whoever the goddamn well you want in there, and it's pretty cool.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, true.
What are some other cool things that happened this week? Fortnite launched for iOS,
Oh yeah.
which, until earlier today, you were like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Right.
Even still, like, even knowing that's on there, it's still like, wait, what the fuck? Like, actual Fortnite game? Yes.
Pretty much.
Yeah, which is crazy. Which
Like-
ultimately, it's like got me to the point like where I was actually looking at it and how many people fucking play Fortnite? It's 45 million concurrent users.
Yeah.
And before then, because I hadn't played Fortnite Battle Royale. I'd played the PvE. You and I did that on PlayStation. Like,
Yeah.
it was last year, right?
yeah.
Yeah. And at that time, I was just kind of I didn't really care for it. And then, being that we played PUBG since launch, I didn't really have an interest in Fortnite.
Right.
But it was like that player base is too huge to ignore. That's like there's it's too much happening. So gave it a shot, and I'm liking it.
Yeah.
So
I just don't like the game enough. Fucking, it's so big that right now Overwatch League is going on, and it's being outpaced by Fortnite.
yeah, I saw that. Like I was looking at the stats last night, and they were like it outpaces actual professional Overwatch. Like what the
Yeah.
fuck? It's insane because Overwatch League was holding up pretty strong, wasn't it?
Yeah, pretty much every day. If League wasn't like doing something special, Overwatch was at the top. Right now it goes Fortnite, Overwatch League.
Damn.
You know what's crazy is League's numbers have even like gone up
Oh yeah.
since Overwatch League started.
Oh,
Because
wow.
like it used to hover around 60K viewers. It's at
Yeah.
like fucking 90
Oh wow.
on average now.
How much is Fortnite rocking right now?
Fortnite's rocking 190.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. Like when you think about it, that
Yeah.
it's like
Dungeons and Dragons is in 5th right now on Twitch.
which
47K.
just the actual board game.
I think so, because it just says Dungeons and Dragons and it shows the red box art.
Oh well, yeah, because people.
Yeah, it's a bunch of people playing.
Yeah, that has been a thing that's been
Oh,
getting
Geek
more
and
and more
Sundry's
popular.
playing it right now.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, it's it's pretty interesting because when Fortnite first came out with the Battle Royale mode, it just seemed like, oh, they're just copying PUBG, whatever. They're throwing it in there. But yeah, now I knew that it would become like pretty huge because it's free. I didn't realize it would be like this big though.
Right.
Like, I'm wondering how long it's going to stay big.
Because it's like, yeah, while these survival type games have been like huge successes when they come out,
Right.
it's never been like this. The fact that it's free, I think, makes this all the more like popular.
Yeah, and then
Especially
you
'cause
can
it's
play it
also on
anywhere
consoles.
too.
Yeah,
It's
its
like
availability is
you
insane.
can play it on PS4, you can play it on Xbox, PC, now phone, and then later this year they said Switch.
Like Rust and H1Z1 and DayZ and all that. It kind of took like, okay, you needed a gaming PC.
Yeah.
And you needed to buy the game.
Yeah, you needed a gaming PC that was like an actual gaming PC. Like you couldn't lowball on Rust or DayZ.
Yeah.
And then
You could, it just, well, not on DayZ, but you could lowball on Rust. It just wouldn't be a good time.
oh yeah. Yeah, on DayZ it was that game is a fucking hassle even if you have good hardware.
Yeah.
Just unoptimized dog shit.
Terrible.
Man, like that, I had so much hope for DayZ when I first got it, like because that was like legitimately the first survival game like that.
Yeah.
That was like
Well,
there was Minecraft,
yeah.
but I mean like if we're talking about like the serious style,
Modern, I guess.
yeah, or semi-realism at least.
Yeah, there
when
you
it
go.
comes to that, it's like yeah, DayZ was the forerunner on that shit, and then
Did the mod come out before Minecraft?
no.
No? Okay.
No, the mod was not, but it was it's still though, like just thinking about it, it's like they had the name and everything with it. Like everyone was fucking knowing what DayZ was at the time. It's like, yeah, that's that game that you can play on PC where it's zombies and you survive.
Cultural phenomenon.
And then they fucking went nowhere with it. They just dropped the goddamn ball. Like I can't believe that it was that fucking big of a flop.
yeah.
It's absurd.
It's a bummer.
But yeah, and then we played Battle Royale on Rust.
Yep.
And like, it's surprising that didn't get recognition comparatively. Like,
Because Rust is already shunned for like its
toxic.
hardcoreism
yeah, and
toxicity.
super, like beyond toxic, like blatantly racist
Yeah.
community and whatnot. It's like worse than Xbox Live back in the day. Is Xbox Live still bad?
I don't know. I haven't played since the one. Well, I have played, but I haven't played since Halo 5. I should have said.
Like I remember I hopped on Xbox Live semi recently, and it was really funny because there were kids like yelling and everything. I was like, oh yeah, this, because it's been forever since I played Xbox Live, and I was always on PC. And it's like, if you played like TF2, you'd get a lot of like teenagers and whatnot. But it was like, oh shit, this is Xbox Live. I totally forgot how this feels to just be called a little gay slut that has kids wanting to bone my mom. It's what happened, man. That's what happens.
Funny phrasing, you know.
Yeah.
Oh man, LA Gladiators versus Outlaws right now. I'll be watching because so they shifted the time slots over for Overwatch League.
Oh yeah.
It used to be 2 p.m. To 6. No, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8. It used to be 2 to 8 on Thursdays. So the last game would end like right before our show. But they shifted them all to start at 4 now.
Oh.
So it's 4 to 6, then 6 to 8, then 8 to 10. So now the last match of the day is always during our show.
That makes sense that they should have it going on later because people are at work and whatnot.
That's exactly what it was. It's for viewers.
Yeah, because it's like...
Because if your favorite team was playing at 2 and you didn't get out of work until 3 or whatever.
Yeah, because like
bummer.
high schoolers usually get out around that time.
That's true too.
'Cause,
High
like-
schoolers get out just before 3 usually.
Yeah, like my high school used to get out at 1:20.
Damn, what the fuck?
Because we fucking started at 6:20.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well then.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you're already up the mountain, they don't have any reason to make you start any later.
Yeah, they made us start super early because they only had like one circuit of buses.
Uh-huh. Ah.
So it was like either the high schoolers start late or they start early, and they were like,
But also like with districting, it's like it was all mountain folk, so there was no.
yeah, and it's like, okay, well, little kids are impossible to wake up like early unless that's just like legit what they are.
Yeah.
And it's like it's way easier to have little kids wake up late than it is to have high schoolers. So fucking yeah, so we were early in the morning and shit. It was grueling. But yeah, it's like it makes sense, especially because I think the audience for Overwatch, at least on PC, it seems like older people. I don't see a whole lot of children.
Yeah, late teens and up.
Yeah, and it's like, so it would make sense for them to make the professional Overwatch League at a time when everyone can watch it, not in the middle of the day where everyone's busy.
Absolutely.
Whereas like when they have like Minecon and stuff, they could do that in the middle of the day, and kids are either little kids who aren't even fucking in school or whatever, or they're just they're out during the day and it's all good. Just go for it.
Fucking just before the show started today, Florida Mayhem fucking 3-1 to the LA Valiant.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I think that's only their third win.
In both seasons or just
Yeah.
Oh my
overall.
god. What the
And it was against the Valiant.
fuck?
The Valiant who were 5th place in stage 1, I believe.
Damn.
Might have been
You said the Gladiators are in 3rd right now?
Dude, yeah, for stage 2, the Gladiators are in 3rd.
Nice.
Last stage, I probably would have been like, oh shit, the Outlaws are going to beat them. But now I'm like, this could go either way. This is a good match going on.
And who they playing right at the moment?
The Outlaws, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's pretty cool.
The Houston Outlaws, I believe, were 4th last stage. I think it went Outlaws Valiant.
Nice. That's fun
but the
to see.
Gladiators beat the Valiant earlier this season as well.
Nice. So who's first and second?
First and second is NYXL and Dynasty.
That makes
Then
sense.
third is Spitfire.
What Dynasty finished 4th last season?
Yes.
That's I
Because-
still
actually,
love
yeah.
that.
I think Dynasty was 4th. Outlaws was 3rd because Outlaws got to play the Spitfire in the finals for the stage. Lost. And then Spitfire fucking beat them and NYXL to take the stage 1 championships.
Damn.
Pretty good day for the fucking Spitfire.
I still think it's so funny how freaking
Then they traded off one
So
of their
many-
tanks.
so many people were just fucking shitting on all the teams and just stroking off the Dynasty.
I mean, like they looked so dominant before.
It's true, but it was like it was unnecessary though when like Excelsior was undefeated at the time and fucking Spitfire also like
Because Seoul destroyed NYXL in the preseason.
in preseason.
Yeah. Seoul
That's
destroyed
fair.
everyone in preseason. Not everyone. They only played 4 people, but still. And
Yeah,
so
but-
yeah, nobody expected NYXL to, because NYXL beat the Dynasty yesterday as well.
Oh shit,
They've beaten them both times they've come against them in the season.
that's pretty cool. It's good that there's actually a mix-up going on. That it's not just one team owning everyone
Yeah.
at all
It's
times.
3
like-
teams.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean,
then
like
the
the fact-
Spitfire lost to Gladiators.
Yeah, like
last
the
week.
fact that the Gladiators are actually up there right now.
Yeah.
it's
They were
like,
in 8th, I believe, last stage.
Yeah, and you said it's because they got a new player.
Yeah, they got a new main tank from the Spitfire. They sold him off. Fisher, I believe. I could double check, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it's Fisher. He's amazing.
Sam Fisher,
No, Fisher like in the earth.
like Sam Fisher.
Yes.
Fissure is what you're
Yeah.
saying. Okay,
Yeah, that's the same. It's
that's a weird pronunciation.
no, it's
Yeah.
not
Fisher. I've never
Fisher,
heard,
yes.
I've never heard someone say it that way.
Fisher.
Yeah, I've never heard that. Never. If we had people in the chat right now, I'd be like,
If we had people,
if we had people in the chat, there's probably people listening on the app, but there's no one on YouTube right now.
yeah.
So, anyways, what you been playing, Miguel?
What the fuck have I been playing?
You have to have been playing something.
I don't think I have been.
Not at all. You're at least going to school for game design stuff.
Yeah, I
Doing
play some.
anything
I play
cool
some
now?
Overwatch and I play some Hearthstone every day. A little bit of each.
How's your Overwatch been going?
I always like try to take a couple hours to warm up, but
Yeah.
lately I've been like I do my little like free for alls and shit, and then I don't play comp for the day. I'm like I'm gonna go to bed.
Oh, and just that's it.
Yeah.
Done.
And I also take some time to clear a Hearthstone quest a day because they just announced a new Hearthstone set. I believe it's either Sunday or Monday or something. Called Into the Witchwood, I believe.
Uh huh.
I think.
What is that?
It's probably based on one of the Warcraft expansions because that's what like all the Hearthstone expansions are. Is World of Warcraft based things like they had One Night in Karazhan, they had Black Rock
yeah.
Mountain and all that shit. Let me double check on that expansion name. Skiddly bebop, we rock, Scooby Doo.
This is the Skyrim 8-bit theme. Your favorite game.
Yeah,
Um.
that would have taken me a while to figure out, like until it like really got started.
Now we were.
Oh, it's just called the Witchwood.
Oh, okay. There you go. We were talking about Fortnite a little bit because I'm getting into it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually totally enjoying it.
Right.
But one thing that really came up is I feel like people really need to stop comparing it to PUBG so much.
Yeah, they're different flavors of the same thing.
Yeah, like they're the same genre of game. Like they're both battle royales.
Yeah.
But that's like saying Minecraft and Rust are both survival games.
Right.
Like,
well, they're not that different. Like
It's-
PUBG and Fortnite are very fucking similar.
Well, yeah,
it's
it's
like
like
you
you
gave the
drop in
same
and
design
everything.
document to two different studios.
yeah, but I mean, it's like if you count into it, it's like, okay, you know, both Rust and in Minecraft, you go and you gather resources,
Yeah.
you build, you fight.
Right.
There's not very much wildlife in Rust. Like that's one big thing, but it's like, and then in PUBG and Fortnite, it's like, okay, you have the 100 people drop in, find loot, and be last man standing.
And the shrinking zone and everything.
Right, but it's like, you know, when you go down to it though, there's no inventory management in Fortnite.
Well, it's really light.
Like it's like,
It's inventory light.
yeah, well, I mean, like you don't. It's
You
not.
get- you
You're
get
not. You're not
resources
sitting there
in
going
it.
like, oh, if I grab this ammo, I can't carry.
It's that there's no capacity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like I
Well,
can't
there
carry
is.
this health pack if I grab this ammo. It's like if you could say,
There's
oh,
no backpack.
I'll get rid of my third gun
There's no backpack
for
in
some.
Fortnite.
Yeah, it's like I'll get rid of my third gun for some health or for, you know, a booster. But even then, like when you grab the boosters for your armor, it's like you can just pop them and then pick up whatever you dropped again for it.
Yeah.
And
I almost said Rust.
it's like, I guess you really can't put this as its own thing because the map is so much smaller on Fortnite. But because they're actually adding a small map to PUBG because of Fortnite's popularity, and coming this week, I think they said PTR is coming on like this week.
I don't know if it has anything to do with Fortnite. They've been planning multiple maps for a while.
True. Well, I mean, like they actually, I think they actually said it.
Oh.
Was that they're doing the small map because like for competition reasons?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're doing it's 4 kilometers by 4 kilometers rather than what is it, 10?
I
Is the
believe so is
standard?
the island map.
Yeah, and it's really like it's crazy when I was playing it because being used to PUBG, when you drop from a location, you're pretty much in that location. In Fortnite, if you decide to fly across the fucking map, you can do it.
You could in PUBG as well, but it would be foolish.
It's like you could like legitimately choose to do that though in Fortnite, and it's not necessarily a bad idea.
Okay, that's the difference.
Yeah,
'Cause, yeah.
It's like you can just say, "Oh, that's all the way off track." Like the top, like you're flying on the southern edge of Fortnite's map, and then you're like, "I'm gonna go to the northwest corner."
Right.
You could do that, and it wouldn't even be like a stupid idea, and you'll probably even see like 1 or 2 other people doing the same thing. And like I really like that compactness to it because you get kind of like, even though I still feel PUBG is way more intense, it's like it gets like a little bit more adrenaline pumping and all that stuff. But when you're playing on Fortnite, like you cannot get comfortable. Like if you like start thinking, okay, well we're here, let's just destroy this house and gather the resources and whatnot. All of a fucking sudden, it's like there's a dude ready to fucking pop your face open with a sniper rifle.
The footsteps and everything are really fucking loud in Fortnite, though.
Yeah, but so are your own. Like,
I guess that's true, but it's like if you're in a house and you're like looting, for example.
oh yeah, it's like
you'll
boom,
hear
boom,
someone.
boom. Yeah, especially if they're above you. Yeah, well, that's one thing. Like that's pretty obvious. Like you can tell when someone comes in there. But like Rob and I were playing, and it was really funny because we were sort of just walking out in the open, and we thought, you know, we flew so far away, we were fine. And then fucking nope, like sniper fire just starts flying from the edge. We're like, what the fuck? Like we didn't even expect it, and we got taken out so quickly. And it's so much more like we were already saying how PUBG is like, I'm kind of realizing it though. Like, okay, so PUBG for us was like, oh yeah, we don't care, you know, it's you just go and you just play another game after.
Yeah.
But like the amount that you have to build up to get your vests and helmets and backpacks, loot, like all that stuff is definitely a lot more than Fortnite. And I think you and I have played so much Rust that it's like the amount of build that you have to do in PUBG already feels light.
Weird, because I feel the opposite, because I feel like in PUBG, not in PUBG, in Fortnite, when I have like a legendary gun, I'm like, ah, fuck, I had such a good chance because I had this gun. That's comparable. Like, to me, the loot in Fortnite feels like if you were completely geared by the boxes, the drops in PUBG.
Well, see, because I was playing on there, and like I would grab like the shit tier fucking AR and do just fine. Like,
Right.
I like some dude had a fucking purple shotgun, and I still outgunned him inside a house, like in the room. And I didn't realize at the time that I had what I had just done. Like, I didn't realize, like, oh, because that was actually my first game that happened.
You're like, ooh, he had a purple shotgun.
Yeah.
Wait, he had a purple shotgun.
Yeah, like after I was like, oh, I got that guy, and he had, like, after I realized how like the weapon tiers work and like it actually matters.
You've been playing on PC, right?
Yeah.
Well, okay, yeah. I think you're better at aiming than the average person. So.
True, but it's still like I had the basic AR,
Right.
And then I beat a dude with the purple shotgun.
Well, yeah, because it's all stat based.
Yeah, and it's like, he was blasting and fucking and just pop, 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 and it was like, oh, I killed him pretty quickly. So it's not like, oh, this is just a shitty gun. It's not worth it, like anything.
Right, but I think of people of equal skill. Say you cloned yourself,
Oh
and
yeah,
gave clone you a legendary
shotgun.
rifle, and normal you the shit rifle.
that's fair.
Maybe
But
a
I mean,
huge
like,
difference.
it just seems like it doesn't seem like the guns are like completely situated where it's like, yeah, this just makes you win. Like,
Right,
it's
but
still,
one
it's-
gives you a much better
yeah,
chance.
it gives you an advantage, but it's like you still have a pretty quick acquisition to kill with even the basic rifle. Even the pistol, actually, I was taking, I had like the Beretta style gun, and it was like no issue. I was able to take people down with it. You just, put rounds on target and you're good. And whereas on PUBG, there's a lot of stats in those guns.
They're largely irrelevant.
It's like, well, like how, we've seen like pistols and stuff.
Like I'm saying, they're largely irrelevant. You will take down dudes with M4s with a
That is
pistol.
true. That is true. I've done that several times.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's like there's a clear difference though in like how they
In both games, it boils down to skill.
probably. But from what it seems to me, it's a lot easier to get guns in Fortnite. Like,
Oh yeah.
like you're guaranteed
There's so
to
many
have
fucking
guns.
guns.
Like, it's like I'm gonna land, and there's going to be a gun. And then in PUBG, you'll land, and there could be fucking nothing in the whole town that you landed in. And I think
Yeah.
it's
Oh, God.
yeah, and like the whole process of driving, it's like it's a whole like it definitely feels like more of an investment when you're playing PUBG in comparison to Fortnite, at least in my opinion. And I think that's actually what a lot of people are going with because
I think time wise, yeah, probably.
yeah, like
Because of the size of the map and everything, it's not as streamlined.
yeah, there's not a moment like when you're playing in a
Yeah, Fortnite is PUBG light.
yeah.
And to some people that appeals because PUBG to some people is still like, there's too much like shit you have to know about the game.
Yeah. And like that's what I was saying, like with our background in Rust and the fucking grueling, fucking destruction that can happen on your soul when you're playing Rust, PUBG felt fucking ready access to go.
I still think back fondly.
Oh, dude, like
I don't give a shit about like getting ruined by hackers.
no, I'm
and
not
shit
just saying
even.
that. I'm just saying like you could dedicate like a week of like full on game time in Rust, and then it all just comes crashing down in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, and that blows. But I'm usually like, all right, next server.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though is like, so in comparison to that, like, because a lot of people, that's why they don't fucking play Rust. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's just like
people can't handle.
it's like fucking Lord,
Loss,
everything's
I guess.
gone. Like everything that you just did,
It's like-
you might as well be a fresh spawn.
It's like long-term Dark Souls.
Yeah, and then
People don't play Dark Souls because they can't handle failure.
oh,
People don't
God.
play Rust because they can't handle getting all of their
Getting
hard work
fucking
nullified.
destroyed. And then in PUBG, it's like that feels totally light in comparison.
Oh yeah,
And then, but like to some people, PUBG probably feels like on par difficulty of Rust. Like they're just like, I fucking did all this shit and died.
dude
Whereas,
just killed me across a field with an M16.
yeah. Whereas like when I'm playing Fortnite, and it's like I'll be playing and then I'll be like, oh shit, there's already like 25 people left, and it's like always really quick. Whereas like when it comes to PUBG and it comes down, like sometimes it'll be like, oh shit, like so many people are already dead, but then it's like that means there's only 25 people. Fuck, and you start getting a little bit more heated. Whereas I don't know, like in Fortnite, I didn't get that. Like when I met I got in the top 10 a few times. I haven't won one yet. But when I was in the top 10, it wasn't like, all right, here we go. Whereas like when I'm in PUBG, it's like, oh fuck, okay, we're in the top 10, we can do this.
I had a friend that was like kept constantly trying to get me to play Fortnite. And I was like, I'm sorry, man, I don't enjoy it. And then he got an Xbox One recently and got PUBG. And that motherfucker is nonstop on that shit now.
I mean,
it's like, absolutely a preference thing between the two games. Sometimes it's like people like the more
engaging. Yeah, I like both of them definitely. Personally, I see myself probably playing Fortnite more just because of it's just you drop
it's shorter.
right
you can pick it up and go faster.
Yeah, and it's like if I need to go somewhere or do something else, it's like done, we're out.
It's funny because like before you were able to let go of it, you hated going to the school because it's like, well, shit's over too soon.
Yeah, well, that's because
in PUBG. Let me specify.
Yeah, because in PUBG, it was over so soon. It wasn't so much that it was over so soon. It was just that you're fucking dead so quickly.
Or not.
Yeah, you could get fucking not like, and you know, like it just had to change my mentality on it really, because
you hated it when like Steve and I wanted to go to the school before.
Yeah, and
eventually you were like, all right.
Yeah, because my mentality just became like, fuck it.
There's levels of letting go.
Yeah, you have to be Neo and just let go, and there is no spoon. Just fucking go for it. And that's, you know, it's funny. It's because right around the time when I started playing like that, when I was just like, fuck everything. That's when I started like John Wicking motherfuckers with pistols.
When we first started, you were still scarred from the loss in Rust.
Yeah, like that's really true. That really is true. Like, okay, so for people listening out there, this is the Rust adventure that ended my Rust play career.
Rustcapades?
My Rustcapades, yeah, sure. So if I can, let's put some like dramatic music on here. What's some dramatic game music? We need to put something on that's like a bit more drama. Fucking, you're not helping.
Some drama? What's like, that one song? Gymnopody.
What?
Gymnopody? Gym like gymnasium.
Yeah.
No, N-O-P-E-D-I-E.
Gymnopody #1.
Yeah.
What is this?
You'll know it.
It's only 3 minutes long. It's short.
You'll know it. We'll find a longer version.
Okay, let's find something. All right, we'll go with 2 hours.
There, that song.
Oh yeah, this one. This is no, it's not Moonlight. What's this?
It's Gymnopody. That's what it's called.
All right. Well, that's the isn't that the composer?
No, that's the song.
Oh, interesting.
I forget who does it.
So this actually works really well
sad.
too, because yeah, it is. It's so sad, and it's so. So we're playing Rust.
You can turn it up a little high.
Yeah, a little bit. So we're playing Rust, and mind you, like we've played Rust a lot, so we weren't bad at it. Like we legit, you know, we could build good forts and everything. And at this particular event, I had made like a legit ass castle.
We pulled off some raids.
Yeah, like this castle, like I went with a fun design, not necessarily a hampered down like super extra walled. Like there were double walls, but it wasn't like super hunkered down fortress like a fucktude. Like it was aesthetic at least, and everything was hidden inside pretty well with double walls and whatnot. But when it came to how this one was, we had like the big towers, nice like, you know, like crenellations and all that stuff, and ramparts going around the castle. It was a dope castle. We had plenty of build cabinets ready so people couldn't build.
It looked dope, at least.
Yeah, and you know, it had airlocks, all that stuff, and we were hanging out on top, and the very moment that it all came crashing down was Nate and I were standing on top of this castle, and the sun was rising, and we were just kind of chilling there, and it had like, you know, the ambient sounds that play in Rust, you know, the birds and all that stuff, and the gentle wind, and it just looked nice because we were, you know, we're just chilling there, nothing's going on, and Nathaniel goes, "Oh, this is nice." Like it was really funny. Like we were just chilling there in the game, you know, and watching the sunrise in fucking Rust, and then we hear the, you know, the cracking of a gun, and we're like, "Oh shit, let's get ready." And we walk up, and we're getting, you know, attacked, and I took the dude out really quickly actually, but then we found out, oh, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 6 dudes, and we're popping them back and forth, and the whole thing turned into let's fucking go. And we were actually much more skilled than them because, you know, as the fight went on, we found out that they were using fucking aim hacks. Like, those motherfuckers were like behind rocks, and like we would see them running, and then they would do quick turns and shoot. And but we were still like, because of our cover and because of Rust having actual projectiles, not hit scan, we were able to, you know, dodge the bullets and stuff because we were far enough away, and it was taking them out. And we got through, I want to say like 5 of 6 before, you know, they bagged and ran back. But what ended up happening is one of the guys, as they were attacking, starts building a fucking raid tower right in front of our house, where there's build privilege, you know, locked and all that stuff.
Which, for people that don't play Rust, if you have what's called a cupboard.
Oh, cupboard, yeah.
A cupboard on your property, people are not allowed to build within a certain radius of it unless they access the cupboard.
Right. And our cupboards, we had them all around the castle, so no one could build anywhere except for us. These guys were building right on our front door. Like, literally right on our front door. Comes up, starts destroying stuff, and then they build more, and then they're just like, they went right through, like, perfectly through the entire castle, like, took the exact walls and floors out of the way to end up going to our loot room. Like, they had, you know, wall hacks going on. They were able to just go right in there. And it was like, are you serious? And it was like all obvious hacking throughout the whole thing. And that was it, man. That was just too much. Like, all the time we spent building this castle, and then that good moment just shattered by hackers. And Nathaniel did the same thing. He fucking uninstalled as well. That was the last time we played Rust. And then then we got PUBG, and like you said,
you poor little baby.
It was the Rust mentality was still hitting us when we were playing PUBG for a bit.
Yeah,
I
got over my sense of loss long ago.
I just can't, like, it's like not even so much a sense of loss. It's like the amount of time you invest in it.
That's what I'm saying. You feel like you wasted your time. That's a sense of loss.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't even play Minecraft because of that. Like,
no, I don't play Minecraft because I feel bored.
I love Minecraft. I love the heck out of that game.
I feel like I've squeezed all the enjoyment out of Minecraft that I can basically get from it. Same with GTA 5. What else?
That's another one I always love, just hopping in and just fucking around in.
Feels mindless, I guess, to me. Meanwhile, it's like the thrill from Rust is just so fucking addictive. That adrenaline.
It's pretty hardcore.
Oh,
it's like part of me want, like, it's funny because it's like an ex-girlfriend. You're sitting there and
wait a second.
So like, you know it's done bad to you, but your mind like tries to remember the good bits, and then you have to tell yourself, no, don't fucking do it. And that's how, like, because I keep getting this feeling like I want to play Rust again. But then I'm just like, no, it's gonna fucking end the same goddamn way. It's gonna be some shit ass hackers just ruining shit. Or it'll be like sometimes what happens is like we'll be on a private server and the fucking mods who own the server are just like, we fucking have everything, and just shit on people. They're so like, it's just like, no, you can't fucking do this. Don't play this goddamn game. It's go and play something you know you like PUBG or now Fortnite. But yeah, what you sighing about?
I've been reacting like this whole time. Gladiators just lost the first map to the Outlaws because they didn't kill Linkser, who was playing as Reaper on point on Volskaya. The second point, they were in overtime. They just had to knock Outlaws off the point once because they were on defense. The Outlaws were attacking. But Linkser, who was playing as Reaper, fucking got like a triple in their like final defense. Just
dang,
basically made it work for Outlaws.
Just cut it open, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's frustrating. That was a roller coaster. That overtime lasted like 2 minutes.
When did the season start for competitive this season?
The competitive season just a few weeks ago.
Just started recently, huh?
Yeah, I believe it's been 3 weeks now.
Yeah, because I played a little bit of the last season and then just did it after getting placements. Like, it's like whatever. That's a game I love to play, but fucking Elo shit fucked, and I just can't do it, man. I'd have to buy a new account and just get myself to a proper Elo and be like,
start over.
Yeah, because it's so ridiculous. Like, it's like not even worth playing with those people. It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's like
because like I feel like mechanically you're way above. You play way above your rank.
yeah.
Like game sense, you might not play the game enough to like be considered good.
Well, specifically, yeah, because they change things, so
Yeah.
it's like I won't know like specifically what's new, but I did at the time when I was playing, and that's when like I started getting elo fucked. Was when I actually did know like all the componentry and everything,
Right.
and I only stopped because of that. So now it's like there's no way I can like go back in right now and be comfortably like through it, But then as far as like mechanically, it's like I've got the aim.
Your aim could carry you to gold easily,
and it's
then
like
probably plat.
yeah, like I feel like I could do plat comfortably, like
Probably.
and it's just like, and at that point, there's a lot more people that are playing properly, and it's
still pretty abysmal.
I get
but-
like I know, like I've seen you play it, and it's like there's points where it's like still annoying, but it's fucking a lot better than gold and silver.
That is true. Oh man.
Like, oh my god, dude, gold and silver especially. Well, you know what the problem is? Okay, so silver, the people in silver know that they're not great.
Yeah, that's true.
The people in gold think they're good.
So do the plats. I fucking hate it.
Oh, it's funny.
Everybody thinks they're right in platinum.
That's funny.
Like, yeah, that's why you're here with me, fucker.
Yeah, right.
I have the opposite thing. I'm not very good mechanically,
Oh yeah.
but I understand the game and when to do shit like fucking well. I could be in
Well,
diamond.
see, that's a thing. So me playing by myself, sure, plat. I feel like me playing with you though, and you just telling me what to do
It's fucking
would
great.
would put me right in diamond, like no problem.
Because like when we do that, it even feels good when we're playing in these like mid
Like
plat,
when we're fucking
high
playing
gold games.
Yeah, when we're playing those gold plat games, it's like you and I can usually fucking carry a match together. It's like just us two together will end up pulling a loss out of the fucking hole into a win. We've done it several times, and so it's like that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like me being where I'm at is just like, what the fuck, dude. It's like I know I like part of the reason is because I just I fucking ruined my MMR, the hidden MMR, by playing Hanzo for fucking like 14 hours when I started, because I didn't know that quick play would do anything towards you. I thought it was just these are completely unrelated. Just fucking have fun in quick play.
I think arcade is the only thing that doesn't mess with your MMR.
Yeah, and that didn't even exist when we were playing.
It's true.
So it's like, like otherwise, fucking I would have never done that. I would have never been like, I'm gonna fucking get good with Hanzo. Like that was my idea. I was like, I'll get good with this shitty guy. Like, as at the time, everyone fucking hated Hanzo and said he was shitty.
Yeah.
And then it became Schrodinger's Hanzo.
They didn't understand that it was the players who were shitty.
Yeah. Then it became Schrodinger's Hanzo. He was simultaneously the worst pick for your team, but the most broken character on the opposite team.
You know what's funny?
What's that?
Is he actually has the second smallest projectiles in the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was the smallest Widows?
No. That's she hits
Or hit scan, that's right.
the smallest projectile I believe was Diva's micro. No, Diva's micro rockets are the same size. Is it on a sleep dart? No, I think that's big. I don't remember. There's only one that's smaller.
Sleep Dart's
though.
pretty fat.
Yeah.
At least I feel it is. If it is the smallest, then goddamn, the projectiles are giant in that game. Cause
No, yeah, I think it's not sleep dart. I forget what the fuck it was. But what's his name? Jeff Goodman, not Jeff
Goldblum.
Bezos. No. not Jeff Kaplan, the other Jeff with a G.
I'm not sure.
Posted it on the forums one time.
He was saying what is what.
Huh?
He was saying
the
like,
Hanzo projectile thing.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he, like what I meant by what's what
What
is
is what?
he was given what's what.
Oh.
They know what is what, but they don't know what's what. That's a fucking Fat Boy Slim song.
Oh.
You don't
I
know
see, I
Fat
see.
Boy Slim?
No, not really.
God damn, I hate you.
Oh, okay.
But
Damn.
yeah, like God, if it really is the sleep dart though, like I know you said it's probably not, but if it really is, those fucking projectiles are huge.
Yeah, thinking about hitboxes, it's probably not that because it's. Oh, on a sleep dart, it's infuriating sometimes, especially in free for alls on the arcade.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh,
It's
God.
Like or if you play Mayhem. Where
Oh yeah, you know they actually got rid of that.
they did.
They
really?
they extended her cooldown just on the
just
sleep
for her.
dart.
That was so much fun if you were the Ana though, and then
It's
like
bullshit. You could time someone out because
Yeah,
they couldn't fucking do anything.
they just sit there,
Mm-hmm.
fucking ruin them.
I back before I knew about that, I thought it was the people leaving because they're like, oh, fuck this. No, they were timing out from
Yeah,
idling.
because they weren't moving. It's so stupid. Oh my god, I can't believe that was actually a thing for a while.
Right.
Like to actually imagine that for a good moment in the game's history, you could just make people log out by shooting them. Like they couldn't do shit. Like even though they're moving the camera and spazzing the fuck out, nope, they're dead.
It's a bummer. What time is it? Fucking.
You got like fucking 15 minutes until
okay.
the first hour's over.
Yeah. I didn't want to accidentally be going over.
Yeah, we're getting there, but we're not bad.
All right,
We're in a good place.
we're in a good place.
This is a happy place.
Nice. The fuck were we gonna talk about?
You were also we can talk about fucking because we were playing King Domino on the show,
gosh, it's so
and
fun.
we've since played more King Domino
Mhm.
and now Queen Domino as well.
Yeah.
And goddamn, that's just a really good game. I'm like that's
Some
a
good shit.
full-hearted like recommend to everyone. Because I feel like that appeals to casual players, like people who fucking just play Monopoly and
It's
bullshit
so
like
easy
that.
to pick up too.
Yeah, and it's engaging enough that people who like board games and tabletop RPGs and whatnot could have fun with it as well.
Fisher just got a sick ass triple kill on Winston.
Nice.
As Winston, I should say.
It's like miniature Civ. Is what it like
Yeah.
kind of feels like. It's like, you know, the whole expansion and everything. It's I think
It's fun Catan.
yeah. You know, I still actually haven't played Settlers of Catan.
Yeah, well, you're not missing anything.
Yeah, like I've heard it like I hear it's good, and then like from quite a few people I've heard that's like they're like it's okay,
Yeah.
but
It feels like you're not doing anything.
oh yeah,
But hey, with your track record of games you enjoy, maybe that's fine for you.
yeah, right. Animal Crossing and Minecraft, fucking top 2 spaces,
Oh man.
and then Doom. Like what the fuck?
That's you're doing everything.
That's yeah. You're not stopping when you're playing Doom. You're just fucking going and killing shit and solving puzzles at the same time.
You've either got to be brain dead or maximum overdrive.
Yeah, right.
You
Yeah.
have 2 states.
There's no in between. It's
Yeah.
fucking chilling, like completely dull, to let's fucking go. Oh man, like
That's why you like fast games like fucking Quake and shit.
oh yeah, like Quake is so fucking fun. I love Quake. It's absolutely one of my favorite shooters, and it's so fast that it makes Overwatch feel like slow motion almost.
Right.
It's crazy. Like I still the day when I was playing Quake for fucking I was playing it for like 8 hours. And then you came up to me like, "Hey, let's play Overwatch." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "I've been playing Quake all day, so that's fine. That's a change up." And then I was playing Soldier 76, the fucking runner in the game. And I was like, "This feels so slow." And then the aiming and everything, it was so weird. Like it was legitimately like I felt like I was shooting people that were just like crouch walking. It was so weird, and it made me feel like I should play Quake every time before I play Overwatch, because like my aim was just way better.
I was gonna say that
Like,
could go either way though. You could either feel gimped while playing Overwatch,
yeah.
or you could be like dialed in.
Well, see the way it felt, because I've done it a few times now. You know, I've played multiple times where I've done Quake for a few hours and then I go into Overwatch, and every time what it feels like is it kind of gives me the Spider-Man feel, like in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man when the guy's throwing the punch at him and he just kind of moves out of the way.
Oh yeah.
Like that's how it felt when I was playing Overwatch. Like I think a Lucio was like wall riding and I was just like, "You're dead." It was like able to track him instantly. Like
It's pretty good.
when you do flick rail shots on Quake, fucking shooting people with an assault rifle on Overwatch is nothing. God, I really wish that Quake would have been more popular than it is, because and it's really the developers' fault on that one, because they really fucked up with the netcode errors. It just had a lot of lag and latency issues, just stuff that was completely not the player's fault that would just ruin your gameplay experience. And because of that, and then because of the strange marketing that they did, where, you know, it's like they had a good idea going when they were like, "Here's the tournament," but then the problem is like, okay, here's this really crazy tournament, but that just showed people here's people that are fucking really good. And the thing is that those professional players played with everyone. So there's no ranking system there was none for a long time.
Right.
They're just now starting to have somewhat of a ranking system. I haven't played in a while now. I think they have it actually set up though. But for a while, you could be a totally brand new player playing with Claus. Yeah, you watched him play.
Yeah.
And
was he the one that won?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was the one that fucking that was the ultimate winner.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, yeah, you just drop into a game and you're sitting there and you're like, God, I suck at this game. It's like, no, you don't. You probably don't suck.
You're actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's like you could be decent, but you're playing against world champions right now just cause like you fucking got them in the luck of the draw.
Old school ass Quake players.
Yeah, I mean, even Claus is only like fucking.
Oh yeah, he's that young kid.
He's like 17.
At
He's
the time?
like he's like 16 or 17 years old. Yeah, he's like not even. But that's all he's been doing. Like he's just straight up. He plays shooters and a lot of Quake. Like he did Quake Live basically all the time growing up, and he's just conditioned himself. Like it's all muscle memory. Like fucking he played it through puberty. So there you go. Like it's him.
I wish that's the type of games I'd played when I was growing up too. I played fucking like Age of Civilization or Age of Empires and shit.
Oh.
I mean, like the early aughts. If I had played goddamn shooters, I'd probably be amazing by now.
That's like I started playing shooters. Well, I played Halo pretty decently, but I didn't own an Xbox until about high school time. Even then,
Same.
I was playing mostly on GameCube. But then I started playing Counter-Strike around middle school at the cyber arcade.
Mm-hmm.
Like 6th grade, there was a cyber arcade.
Damn.
Right next door to me.
The fuck?
And it was cool because either like it was pretty cheap to play. It was like $1.50 an hour, something like that. You can just play. But they had deals too, where it's like, okay, it's $1.50 an hour, but you can get 5 hours for $5.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would also do stuff like, since I was a regular living next door, it was like, hey, if you go water the plants, you can have 3 hours. And it was like, all right, fucking here you go. Like just help out around the store, keep it clean and whatnot. Mm-hmm. It's like, take the garbage out, you get an hour. It's like, fucking okay.
Nice.
Not a problem. And so I would play Counter-Strike like all the fucking time because that's right when that was just before Source came out. I remember Source was like being teased as the new thing. Mm-hmm. And so I've been playing Counter-Strike for a while now. And then like I've been playing Doom since I was a little kid. But Doom I don't really count a whole lot because there's no up and down movement.
Right.
And
at least not back then.
Yes, but that's my point. Is like it kind of makes sense that I have such good like point for action control. Like I can actually put my dot where I need to go because I've been playing it when I was a kid. But I didn't play it so much. Like I'm pretty sure Claus is one of those people that fucking played all the literal goddamn time. And so it's just ingrained in him how to move. But instead of doing that all the time, I was also playing Harvest Moon and shit like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, go straight. Like I'd be playing Counter-Strike and then it's like go home and play Animal Crossing. I love those games.
Yeah, I didn't get into shooters until Modern Warfare.
Mm.
And now it's like my main genre.
Did I tell you my fucking Modern Warfare story?
No, I don't think so, at least.
Fucking, I got the game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, I do remember now. But go ahead.
I was like, this game fucking rules. It was so good. I played it for about 3 weeks, and my buddy was like, hey, can I borrow it? And I'm like, yeah, sure, man.
No, fuck you.
And I let him borrow it. And although, like, the area now, it's not a big deal, but he moved from fucking Twin Peaks to Crestline. Which is like, okay, that's not very far, but when you don't own a car, it is, Yeah. It's like, it's fucking 7 miles and 2,000 feet of elevation difference. And so I didn't have the game for the longest time. And then I was getting ready to get it back from him. Like there was a day when it worked. Like I would always try to like drop in and be like, okay, I can just go get it. And like, he didn't have a cell phone because this is back when cell phones weren't in everyone's pockets.
Right.
And he was younger than I was. So we would kind of just see if he was home. And it was like never worked out. Like he was never fucking home. I was like, I don't know where this motherfucker always was, but he was never home. And then they moved down the hill. And I was like, motherfucker. And then he finally gives me the game back after I got Modern Warfare 2. It was like, okay, I got it back. I got to play it for like 3 weeks. And
He probably got Modern Warfare 2 as well.
Probably. Yeah, I think he did. So it's like, it's just really funny thinking about it, how went through all that. Just, I had it for a good 3 weeks, and that was it.
How much younger was he than you?
He's the same age as my little brother. So about 3.5 years.
3.5 years?
Yeah.
At the time.
So at the time, because I was like a
He was-
freshman, so he was like in
you were a
6th
freshman
grade.
still? Okay, yeah, because you're older than me, but I was in the same year as you.
That's true. Yeah. But yeah, because I was put in late. Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom was doing stuff when I was supposed to go to kindergarten. She had to go to college and whatnot.
And me early.
Yeah, look at that. And
Just works.
yeah, that was so shitty though. It was like, that was actually a really fun game, and it was really funny because Nate had it and he was all playing it, and
Yeah.
he
That's a
fucking,
bummer, dude. Like, did some brotherly bonding with that one. My brother got me that game.
oh yeah,
My oldest brother. Like, because I was telling him for a long time I was going to get it, but I was playing Halo 3 mostly.
Oh,
I guess
yeah.
Halo 3 I played before Modern Warfare. Forgot about that. That's
Yeah.
what I got with my 360.
came out. It was a year before his same year. I don't remember. I think it was.
the same year, actually.
Yeah, like.
But I got Halo 3 first.
Yeah, I'd imagine because it was just super popular.
Yeah.
But yeah, go on. Tell me about your story.
Oh, it's just I was bullshitting on my brother, telling him I was going to get Call of Duty eventually. And one day he's just like, "Here, fucking early birthday present."
It was the same year.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
thought
Halo
so.
3 was September 25th, and Modern Warfare was November 5th,
It was,
2007.
2008 that I started playing it because I got my 360 in 2007.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, like
Oh wait, no, never mind. It was 2008. I got it all in 2008.
they were only like 10 days apart. That's pretty funny to think
That is
about.
funny.
Like, those are two fantastic shooters.
What's crazy is back then, like Call of Duty, Modern Warfare was the underdog there. Like that was the breakout Call of Duty game. Like,
Yeah,
sure, they're the
it
people
really
that love.
was. Like, I enjoyed Call of Duty 2
Mhm.
and everything, and there was
like-
quite a few people who did, but
Yeah,
that was when Call of Duty became Call of Duty. was
even
Modern
3 had
Warfare.
its niche fan base. People liked it.
Yeah,
but
was
4
3 was Big Red 1? Wasn't it?
No, 3 was a World War II game still.
Yeah, well, Big Red 1 was
Wait,
a World War 2.
Oh, I thought that would be Cold War or something.
Fucking, or was that a Medal of Honor game?
It's probably Medal of Honor because they didn't have subtitles until Modern Warfare.
Oh yeah, Call of Duty 2, Big Red 1.
Oh, it's Call of Duty 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was 2 still. That's what it was. I remember Big Red 1 being one of the games. Yeah, I played that, so fucking man, like yeah, it is weird to think that Call of Duty was an underdog at the time.
Yeah.
Fucking
It wasn't so mainstream.
yeah, and then Halo 3 was the fucking
Yeah.
like the business at that
God,
time.
yeah.
That game was so fucking
Everybody was
good.
talking about fucking Halo 3.
Yeah, right? Like there was not a goddamn thing wrong with Halo 3.
Like Halo 1 was like, wow, this is pretty good. And it was like all the
God, Halo 1, whoever fucking played it loved it. Like it was is the only reason it wasn't bigger was because Xbox was brand ass new.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was like all the Xbox owners were like, yo, this is the shit. Y'all are missing out.
Yeah, it was like
And they're like, okay. And then Halo 2 came out and people were like, wow, you were right. And then Halo 3 came out and it was like
everyone buy an Xbox 360.
yeah. And like everybody already knows Halo's cool.
Yeah. That's fucking
Gears of War was a huge driving force of the 360 as well. But like, dude, the 360 was just big.
yeah.
It was goddamn huge. And yet it doesn't are we being played out?
We got about a minute left, so I'm putting some background music on while we close it up because we could keep talking right now about the 360. We should just talk more about fucking 360 in the next hour, most likely.
Yeah, I
'cause
guess.
The 360 was fucking rad.
It's
And
free chat.
it was one of
Hopefully-
those. It was one of those consoles like when we were doing our top fives.
Hopefully after the break it'll be a tie between the Gladiators and the Usain Outlaws.
That'd be good. Or Gladiators. Just, yeah. Oh, tie overall.
It can, yeah.
Yeah.
It can only be a tie.
Yeah, that's true.
The current match is tied. It's 1-1.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That could be good. Yep. So we will see you in the second half of the Kind of Gaming Show. This is Connor. That's Miguel. And who knows? Maybe Andrew will join us. I don't fucking know.
Maybe we should see if he's coming.
Yeah. See you guys later.
Hey, you just did
in
my job.
like 5 minutes.
shit, I missed it. I forgot there was a butt cheek clenching match going on.
Okay, let's go ahead and get that 30 seconds of silence.
When the normal BS just won't do. Chaoticradio.com.
How good is the kind of gaming show? Turns out, it's pretty good.
Welcome back to the Kind of Gaming Show on chaoticradio.com. It's beautiful.
It really is. It's a full symphony orchestra playing it. This is the...
Oh, is this that performance they did?
Yeah, this is the Symphony of the Goddess.
That's what it was called.
Pretty fucking rad. Like, it's a shame I couldn't get to go to see it.
Mm-hmm.
It was like $110 a ticket, so it was like...
Was it that much?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was big.
Hmm.
They originally only had, they were like the intention of just doing it once, and then it was so popular that they just kept doing it. But I think the cheapest the price got was $90 a head, and I was like, that's still too much for me to just go to.
It was a pretty good tour, though, right?
Yeah, it went on for a while. I don't think it's still going on.
All around the world, we can make time. That's Red Hot Chili Peppers. Anyway, I missed the final moment of the match that was happening, but people in chat are spamming, "Hello, gladiators. This is at London. Can we have Fisher back?"
That's funny. Oh, man.
Which is a little jab that Fisher himself made at the London Spitfire after being sold off and then beating them on the Gladiators. Let's see, they're going over the match right now.
So they lost?
I don't know.
Oh.
I missed it.
Oh,
I was in the bathroom
So
peeing.
don't even know. It's all
A mystery.
it's a mystery.
Well, it's even if they lost, the series will still be on because it's best of 4, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's best of 5, but they don't play the 5th if it's not tied.
Interesting. So
Well, they play 4 maps no matter what. And whoever comes out on top, or if it's tied, they play a 5th. Whoever comes out on top wins.
okay.
So it's the score can
They
either
play
be
4 no matter like
they play 4 no matter what, and if it's 3-1 or 2-1 with a draw, the team that's ahead wins. If it's 2-2, they play a 5th one as a tiebreaker.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because usually like you would just say, oh, this person they have 3 wins. It's like best 3 of 5.
Yeah, they don't stop when it goes. It can go 4-0. 4-0 is a possibility.
Interesting.
It's for map points to break ties when it comes to wins overall. So it's like that happened to somebody.
It's just to get
stage 1.
more points, I guess, a better aggregate in points.
Yeah, because the Outlaws were tied with somebody in stage 1, but because they had more map wins, they went on to the finals for stage 1 instead of whoever they were tied with. I don't remember exactly who the fuck it was. I think it was Seoul, actually. It was Seoul.
Interesting. Yeah. You can keep going. We're just fixing things up a little bit.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted to say something.
What I did want to say was it just seems weird though to me. That's like because it's of 5, and usually you just say best 3 of 5.
Yeah.
Because you think that it's like okay, once someone has 3 wins, that's it. Like there's no way that the other person can win at that point.
Yeah, it's just for map wins.
Yo, look at that 3-0, motherfucker. Let's just whoop your ass again for no reason.
Yeah, sometimes people take the
They could end
fourth
up
one.
getting a point.
Yeah, it
That's
happens.
true. But it just seems weird. Like, and for the most point, it probably goes out to where it's just like, yeah, here's another win. It just gives them more points. So I wouldn't see.
That's actually. I don't think that happens more frequently.
Oh, really? More frequently, like, oh, we already won. We can relax.
Kinda either that or the other team is just like, no, fuck that. We're not letting them 4-0 us.
That's true.
There's a whole new level of motivation.
You can't be humiliated.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's like fucking.
I think that happened with the Gladiators versus the Spitfire. Gladiators 3-0'd them, and Spitfire were like, okay, but seriously, guys,
seriously, you're not gonna kick our ass that hard. I guarantee fucking Quake actually has humiliation. It's when you get a fucking melee kill. And then the whole fucking game just goes humiliation.
Just from a melee kill?
Because, well, in Quake, a melee kill is a big deal. It's like, you let that motherfucker get that close? You know?
Yeah, I guess, but it's like, not every situation is going to be, this dude just dodged all your shots and serpentined his way to your face.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, maybe you know he's hurt and you're waiting behind the doorway, so you just donkey punch him when he comes through.
That's the thing, too, is like, I guess if someone's waiting there to punch you, but even then, like, you're so fast in Quake. Like, if you're not running around, like, if you're not doing the jumps and bouncing your way through the hallways, you're not moving well anyways.
Right.
Like, so someone shouldn't be able to hang out behind a door and then just pop you with a melee kill. And because it's not just a one-hit melee kill, it's a fucking buzzsaw that you have to just like grind them with.
Oh, you can't just deploy the melee.
No, it's not like Halo where it was like, bam, there's a melee kill, assassination. It's like,
yeah, but I mean, like if you knew someone was hurt, you couldn't throw out a quick melee. There's no quick melee.
No, you actually have to pull out your buzzsaw.
Oh,
like
boy.
it's a weapon that you pull out, and then you fucking have to be right in their ass, just grinding them.
Ugh.
So it's like,
was that choice of words on purpose?
yes.
All right.
So
okay.
Oh, I see where you're going with this. You pervert. I'm talking about a fucking grinder thing, like it's a buzzsaw.
Like that's any better morally.
But
oh, Gladiators did take that map.
Oh, sweet.
Fuck yeah, 1-1.
Dope.
Fuck, it took them forever to show the score.
Right, they had to keep you going. They're like, if you missed it,
they were reviewing the whole matchup until this point. It's at halftime. They're just like, in the first round, here's how the Houston Outlaws completely destroyed the fucking London Gladiators.
Andrew's all, he's like, have you talked about the Switch games yet? If
Oh,
you
yeah.
played them, and I'm like, no, I haven't played them yet.
Oh man,
Not yet.
no switcherino for tonight.
Yeah, the Switch. I've been playing Payday, which there's some like word of warning. There's some weird glitches in the.
I mean,
Payday.
it's Payday.
Yeah, but it's like there's a glitch in it where it like desyncs. It actually happened to us last night. I was playing with Lewis.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't expect the devs of Payday to be on the ball, is what I'm getting at.
That's true, but it's crazy because it's like it's a what the holy fuck glitch though.
Yeah.
It's not just like, oh, this is just a thing that's whatever. Oh well, haha, glitch happened. So it happened. Like neither of us disconnected. We were still in the game.
Right.
For my end, Lewis was just standing there, not doing anything.
Mhm.
Like he was kind of like looking around and whatever. He wasn't like actually participating in fighting and whatnot. And one of the PC players was actually standing, like one of the computers was standing next to him. You know, like to protect him and whatnot, and be like, because that's just what the computer players do.
Right. You want to change the song?
Yeah, I was actually just about to do that. So when the PC players, when you're playing like that, they hang out, they spread each other around. So it's like, okay, here's one on this guy, here's one on that guy. That way, if one of you goes down, you just have someone ready to go. And on his screen, he was like, "What's Joy doing over there?" Because on his screen, he was actually like right next to me and doing the mission and everything. And like he was fighting cops, and on my end, I was like the only one fighting cops. And then what happened was he would like go to deploy his medic bag, and it just disappeared. And it didn't work for him. It didn't work for me. It was just gone.
Yikes.
And like I'm going through the whole event, and I'm like, dude, I'm fighting all these cops myself. He's like, I'm killing cops, and I was like, yeah, on my end, it's just me. And the other guy who was playing was like running around doing whatever. I don't know if he was disconnected or if he was just, you know, like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, so I'm just gonna fuck around. And yeah, it was like bizarre what was going on. Like maybe on his end he was doing all the work and we were doing nothing. I don't know. Like it was so weird. Like Lewis was like, I don't know what's going on, and then I took a video of it. It's pretty crazy. Like just seeing it go down. It was like, are you serious right now? Like it's like one of those glitches that's kind of inexcusable. Like it's straight up broken, and it'd be one thing if it just said, oh, you desynced and then like stop the game and then resync.
Yeah.
It would be annoying if that happened, but that would be much more tolerable than the game just continuing to go not properly.
Yeah.
It happened to me once before when I was playing and I didn't realize what was going on. Like I thought the guy was just standing there because all the other players were going, Jacket, come here. Come on, Jacket, come here. Come over here. And I was like, I went over to them. I'm like, what? I'm near you guys. And it was like, no, I wasn't. I don't know where they were, but it wasn't near them.
It's funny.
Yeah, it was the weirdest shit. Like, how does a glitch like that make it through? That's fucking bizarre. It's a bummer because that game otherwise is very fun. I know you're not huge on it, but I think it's super fun.
It's the same thing with GTA, I guess. I played the fuck out of it when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Poor fucking...
You played the fuck out of Dark Souls when it came out.
What?
I said you played the fuck out of Dark Souls when it came out, and you still play Dark Souls.
Yeah. Because I don't get tired of Dark Souls.
So why do you get tired of good games?
Because I never feel like I've done everything there is to do in Dark Souls.
Didn't you like No Death, No Bonfire that shit?
That's not everything, man.
Yeah, it is.
No.
It's fucking everything.
God, no. And that's Dark Souls 2 even.
Isn't that what you're saying? As like, does most people agree? Dark Souls 2 is just like the lame one.
It's the worst one, yeah, for sure.
All right, that makes. Well, and that's the one you chose to be the good guy at.
What? I played the fuck out. Like, dude, I still didn't put nearly as many hours into Dark Souls 2 as I did in Dark Souls 1.
Oh, okay. How prepared are you to put hours into the Switch version?
Dude, yeah, I'm gonna clock back into good old Dark Souls 1.
Just are you gonna be playing it in studio?
Dude,
like,
yeah, I'm gonna have to put in at least another 200 hours.
Damn,
At least.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. You know, like, so you know this, like how much I play games. It's like I don't really put a whole ton of hours in them. Like I play a pretty good chunk of games, and then there's games that I do play a lot,
right? That
don't really keep track of how much they play.
Mm-hmm.
But in comparison, it's like if you look at the aggregate, it's like I don't play nearly as much as like everyone else does,
right?
So when I was playing like Fallout and stuff in high school, I was like under the impression that like I had like 250 hours in Fallout 3, and that was like with all the DLC and stuff, and I thought that was a lot.
Right.
And then I come to find that like Brenda's got like 1,000 hours in Skyrim, and like most people have like well over that in like every game they play, and I'm like, God damn.
What is it? Rob has like 1,600 in fucking Team Fortress 2.
Rob has I think almost 4K
in Team
Fortress 2.
God.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he broke the 3. I think he's 3,600 is what I last
Holy
saw.
Shit.
And then Nathaniel has like I believe he's now over 1,000 in Crusader Kings, and I think he has like 400 in Europa Universalis. And yeah, it's like now I see people's fucking pages. Like I look at people's Steam profiles. Like God, I like what the fuck. Like I feel like I've played a lot of Overwatch, but then there's people who like started playing like fucking 2 months ago and shit that are friends, and it's like they already have more or as many hours as I do, because I have what like 120 now, 124.
Like 126 is where you're at.
Yeah, it's like to me that's a lot. But fucking not to anyone else. Like people probably put 126 hours in the first week that they get the game. It's fucking crazy. Like,
yeah, you and I used to be close on hours.
Yeah, like what, 3 months after the game came out?
Yeah,
right. Oh man, like it's so funny to think about, like, because it's like, yeah, I'm a gamer. Like we were talking about this before. I was like, I'm the most like casual hardcore gamer. But it's like, God damn, like because when I look at my Steam, like the game I have the most hours in now, I believe, is Rust, actually. Is like just necked out TF2. And mind you, TF2 I've been playing since I was in high school. And then it was like TF2 has like 250 hours and Rust has like 256. And then it was like I got Cody into TF2 and we would play all the time together, and Cody has over 200 hours in TF2. And it's like Cody only started playing TF2 like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's like, God damn, like what the fuck? Like it feels so weird to me. I was like, I feel like I've played a ton of this game. Like when I was talking to Chewy about we were talking about Splatoon,
Mhm.
and I was telling him, I was like, I don't really like Splatoon 2. I was like, I can't really get into it. Like the control scheme's just weird, and like I really like the aesthetic and just like the idea of the game. It all just seems very cool. But then when I play the game itself, I'm just like, God, I can't fucking do this. Like it just feels whack. And then he was like, oh yeah, he's like, after 100 hours, it gets like really good. I was like, I don't even put 100 hours in my favorite games.
Yeah, the skill ceiling on that game is crazy fucking high. You know your shit when you start playing that game.
Yeah, right.
It's very evident.
Well, see, because Chewy actually, he said that, you know, he wasn't good or whatever when he first started. And like he said, he got like 100 hours in and he starts really playing it. I think right now in Splatoon 2, he has like 800 something hours. And he's in S+,
right?
the highest ranking you can get.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like him and his brother, both like that. It's like they fucking play the shit out of that game. And both of them said that they were trash when they started, like that the controls just took forever for them to get used to.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't do that. Like, I don't, like, I can't dedicate more time in a game that I am not enjoying than I normally put in a game that I like. Like, I don't even have over 100 hours in Counter-Strike. You know?
Yeah.
I have more than that off record because of like what I used to play at the fucking when I used to play at the Cyber Arcade, because I didn't log into my own account. We just used the accounts that were there. But like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, what the shit?
Before I bought Global Offensive that one day, I should have checked your hours and been like, man, you don't even play this game.
Yeah, see, like to you, it's like nothing, but
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I have like 70 hours in it, I think.
Yeah, because you have 126 hours or whatever in Overwatch. I'm like, you don't play Overwatch.
Right? Like, you could say that. It's like, no, I fucking played Overwatch. You know what's weird, though? It's like, that just always makes me feel weird because I'm usually good at the games I play. And it's like, it really, like, boils down in my, like, every time I sit down and think about, like, we are right now, I'm just like, God, if I actually played as much as people play, I think I'd be, like, really fucking good at these games.
Yeah, probably.
Like, if I played as much as people do.
Yeah, 'cause it's like you've got good mechanical skill. You can aim.
Yeah, and then like just take that and then put it into actual practice, and then it's like, because like when I play Widow, it's like if I just drop into her, I'm usually not great. But if I sit there for like even 30 minutes, it's like, okay, after that 30 minutes of warm up, it's like, all right, now I'm just gonna fucking shit on people with Widow, like no problem. Yeah, that's the phrasing I chose. But it's so weird to me. Like, I don't know, but I can't like do that with my time. Like when I actually think down to it, it's like I don't want to play that much, man. Like I love gaming, but not that much. Like shit.
Well, it's different. It's different applications. Like we've got different ways of play. You like playing certain types of games, for example. Like Animal Crossing, you don't play it every damn day.
No.
For fucking hours on end.
Exactly.
But every once in a while, you're like, I feel like playing Animal Crossing.
And then and then I'm playing it like a shit ton for that.
So it's more like games that, for you, it's like games that
it's
you
games
can
I
just
can go
pick up.
back to
Yeah.
and just play. Like that's actually that was my biggest reasoning for not liking. Well, I liked it, but I just don't play it. Is Animal Crossing Pocket Camp.
Right.
It's like
Because you have to play it.
You
every
have
day.
to play it. Like, and that's its biggest weakness for me is that just
Hearthstone's kind of the same.
can't. Yeah, like that. Like I fell out of Hearthstone, but Hearthstone I was playing a lot. Like I was straight up like
For a little while.
I never got any good pulls, man. It was just
Yeah,
was
but
just
that's the thing is
devastating.
you have to grind out fucking wins and
Can't
quests to
can't
get
do
packs,
that,
to get
man.
good cards.
I can't do that, and I'm cheap, so I'm not gonna fucking spend money. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
my
that's the difference.
fucking
Yeah, I also won't spend money on Hearthstone,
But you'll
I've got
grind the
I've got
fuck
decent
out of it.
cards because I make sure to do a quest every day.
Yeah. Man, like
It's like I've saved up enough for 24 packs of the new set when it comes out already, and that just got announced. So that might not be out for a month or two. So by the time that the set comes out, hopefully I'll be able to start off with like close to 100 packs.
damn. That's pretty cool.
And even then, I'm still not gonna get like
Yeah, right. Because doesn't fucking Caparian drop like 3,000 packs or something? Like when the fucking game like the new expansions come
something
out.
like that. I don't remember the numbers.
Yeah, and he still doesn't get everything.
Well, he tries to get everything gold, is what it is.
Oh, that's true.
He gets all the cards like far beyond.
Oh, okay.
It's
well,
just he basically buys enough cards so that if he doesn't get the golds he wants, he dusts his extra
He
shit
can dust it into gold.
and makes gold cards.
Yeah, that's still fucking crazy.
Yeah, it is.
That's his fucking livelihood. So
True.
It's
He
like
pulls in a
whatever.
lot more than that a month
Yeah, right.
than he spends on the packs.
Man, like, God, it just seems it's just always so baffling to me. Like, just thinking about it right now. Like, I know I've said it already, but it's like, I like when in the grand scheme of things, like as far as gamers go, I really don't play games as much as like other gamers.
Man, this is looking good. The Gladiators just fucking full held Austin on Kings Row. I mean, Houston.
Nice. Same thing.
Austin is another Texas
Houston.
city.
Yeah, it is. They fucking God, don't they like? I can't remember what it is about Texas, but I know like like Texas, they like hate certain parts of Texas. They're like,
Yeah, because Texas is so big. It's just like China with
Yeah.
Who is it? People from Shanghai,
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. That's what it was.
Yeah, Hong Kong does not want to be a part of China.
There's very-
People from Hong Kong are very resolute in that they're from Hong Kong. Like you say, you're from China, and then it's like, I'm from Hong Kong, motherfucker. Don't you fucking say that. Yeah.
Yeah, like I do feel like if I went somewhere else and we were like, oh, you're American, I'd be like, well, I'm from California.
Yeah. Hold up. Yeah, and then even then, like it's funny too, because like people from the South, they fucking hate Californians.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn commies. Like that. Like, have you seen that? People call it Commifornia.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like, is
Sure, bro.
some straight up hate going on in America.
How dare I care about the well-being of other people?
Yeah, right. Fuck. And then they're gonna be like, you don't care. You just fucking want to murder and eat babies.
So?
Have you tried? Was it veal?
Yeah. I'm fact checking. There's a city in Texas, I forget which one, where they're actually opening a new esports arena, and I think it's in what's it called? Partnerships with one of the Overwatch League teams, so it looks like it's going to be like possibly for season 2 or something.
Oh,
They might move cities already
damn.
because I believe that's been the ultimate plan is to eventually have Overwatch League all around the world, like they do with the NBA and shit.
Would they be the same teams, like just
Yeah, probably.
well, because I'm wondering if it would just be the same teams but like in different venues, or if they would just make separate leagues,
Yeah, right.
like how in baseball, it's like they've got the
divisions.
yeah, they got the American League and the National League, and then they have the divisions among those.
I imagine they would be moving whole divisions because there's already 2 divisions. There's the East and there's the Pacific and Atlantic
Yeah,
division, and so I imagine what they're gonna do because the way the teams are right now is everyone's in LA, being put up in like apartments and shit by their team's organization. So I imagine that's how it'll be. The organization will move the players to their campuses and whatnot all around the world, wherever the stadiums pop up. Who knows how sustainable that will be, but it will explain why it's been so expensive for them to get started. And the Gladiators just took fucking map 3.
Woo!
Easy fucking peasy. I don't know.
Money.
Yeah, sure.
Money. Fucking. Yeah, you ever play, what was it, Killzone Mercenary?
No.
Well, like, it was really funny because, like, when you're playing through the game, he's like, make sure to pick up that ammo. Shit's worth money, man. And it was like, oh, okay. Like, I just love the way that was, shit's worth some money, man. In Killzone, that's what he said.
That's funny.
It was the greatest. Like, I'm pulling up my all-times games right now to see the time. Okay, so Rust is 260 hours. That's my most played game on Steam. Team Fortress 2 is 249.
Damn.
Battlegrounds, PUBG, is 128. Like,
That's surprising. Well, no, it's not. I was gonna say that's surprising because we played the fuck out of PUBG for those first like 3 months or so.
yeah.
But that sounds about right, actually. Having
Like,
that many hours, we played.
How many
it quite a
hours
lot.
do you have in it?
Just over 200, I believe.
Yeah, see, and it's like, the fuck?
Well, I dropped off as well.
Well, still, it's like,
I would have an insane amount more hours than you if I were playing it constantly.
yeah, but it's like, I wouldn't imagine that you have like almost double the amount of time I have in it. Like, it seems like we played around the same. It's like, nope.
Oh yeah, I was just always playing when you were
Yeah,
on top of other.
and then more. Like, that's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
It's like, goddamn. Like, there were times I played without you, but
Rarely.
apparently not
Yeah,
enough.
but that would only be like for an hour or two until I got online.
Right? It's like, apparently not a fucking enough.
Yeah.
And then it's like, then it just falls off because it's like Civ 5 is 102 hours, Smite 95, and then it's like DayZ I actually have 87 in. You know what's funny is I feel like I had
You managed to play Disney for 87 hours?
Yeah, well, because when it first came out, it
I'm
was like the only fucking one of the games that was like that, and it was acceptable. Like it was like, okay, this
I was
is
gonna say, well,
early
Rust
access.
was around, but it wasn't the same game back then.
Oh yeah, Rust was like, and this was like, Rust was like just coming out at the time. Like, and you and Rob were like barely getting into it.
Oh,
when
it
I
was
playing
already- it was-
DayZ. Yeah, it was there, but it was like it was smaller, and then it was also.
Yeah,
I don't think
that's
my computer could have ran.
Probably
Rust
not. Well,
at the
maybe
time.
because Alan's old laptop was able to run it.
I
back
was
then.
able to play with you that day. We
Yeah.
did play once, like at that time, and I remember it being okay. But it was like DayZ looked a bit better though. And
It
like
was
I
basically okay. Yeah,
my
that's fair.
standards were definitely different at that time too. Because when I was playing DayZ, it was like 23 FPS.
Yeah, the graphics were definitely better in DayZ back then. Rust was like all placeholder shit back then.
Yeah,
'cause
it
they were
was-
just getting the
They were
engine
really
fleshed
just
out.
getting it
and then
going.
they completely changed it.
See, and the thing about DayZ is, oh man, like, because that game it was a random spawn, and you had to fucking quap into Mordor. Like it took you goddamn forever.
I mean, I like that expression and all, but I don't think it worked there.
You had to fucking march. Like you're like, oh, I know for a fact nothing is here. So you either could walk your ass all the way across the map, which, mind you get tired and need food and all that shit. So you either like took the second to try to find something, usually no. Like DayZ was huge and fucking empty. Like that was the thing about it. But the thing about DayZ, which I still loved, and I don't think I'll get from any other game, DayZ legitimately feels like you're living in the goddamn apocalypse because there's nothing. And it's like, that's both a weakness in it. If it actually was mechanically like strong and functioning, like there were no glitches and people were playing it, it would still be a good game because it legitimately feels like the apocalypse because you're by yourself, you know, walking through an empty city with nothing. And there'd be zombies and there's like some wildlife, like some deer would be walking through the middle of the city. And it's like, you know, like you'd see in this, like I Am Legend and shit. It's just you. And then, you know, you don't expect to see anyone because you'd be in this giant world and there's like 10 people on the server. But then all of a sudden, you fucking, like, it's nighttime and you see a flashlight.
Then everything changed.
Yeah,
Fire
you'll
Nation
just
attacked.
be like, oh shit, there's a flashlight over there. You know, or just something. Or you start hearing the footsteps. And like when you hear footsteps in, you know, you in PUBG, it's like, okay, there's someone here. When you hear footsteps in DayZ, it's like, oh fuck, there's someone here.
Yeah, same for Rust.
And it's like, but even Rust, it's like it's still smaller, and you're walking around, you see people's buildings and stuff, like while you're walking through the server. DayZ, it wasn't like that. DayZ, it's like you're walking through a ghost town, like for sure. Like, there's not going to be people here, and you're just like, oh, someone else is here, and there's like that one. You really have moments. You're like, okay, I'm just gonna stand right fucking here, and then like they walk by, and you're like, I could get him, but he could get me, and the like, you know, it's kill on sight in Rust. In DayZ, there would be moments where you're like, yay, stop, and you're actually like, and you both actually collaborate. And you're like, I won't shoot you. You cool, man? And it's like, hey, I need some bandages. You need food? And they're like, yeah. And like, usually you wouldn't team up. And then you'd be like, all right, we'll go our separate ways. And like, I don't think that's never happened in any other game with me. Like, the way it works out, it's like, there's not a moment when you'd be playing Rust where it's like, where to that extent, like there's like, oh yeah,
you missed those days.
It's like, well, in Rust, I did see it like a lot. It's like, oh yeah, we have a shelter over here. We have a shelter over here. Yeah, we're cool. You know, bye. And in DayZ, there was no shelter. It was just, you're on your way.
Oh, that's true.
And you're gone. And like, maybe you'll run into each other in the future. Maybe not. And then if someone decided to be a sniper, like they could legit camp their guy on the fucking tower. And that's their play. Like that city was like theirs. Like you're like, there's a fucking sniper over there. And then they're like, you want to try to get him? And it's like, he's got an angle on, you know, 80% of the shit. And it's like, oh, we could do it maybe. and the thing about DayZ is like, you had to load the magazines yourself and then load them in. to your gun, and like, or you'd find a gun without a magazine.
Yeah.
You know, you had to find, and like, so you'd be one-shotting it the whole time. Like, you'd have an AK, but you could only load one round at a time because you had no magazine. And for that, it was like totally different experience. It legitimately gives you that.
Yeah,
like,
I remember the first time that happened to me. I had a shotgun, and I didn't know that you had to load each shell.
yeah.
So I loaded one,
Uh-huh.
and when I tried to fire on a guy,
You were like, what?
I was like, "Fuck, it's not firing anymore."
Mm-hmm. And if you're playing like if you have an SKS, it's like it has an internal magazine. You can load it in, click, 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 putting 10 rounds in.
Yeah.
And if you find a stripper clip, you're like, bam, I could load fast. And then you can just press R. And that was another thing is like when you played DayZ, you had like fucking, like normally it's just WASD and then like control shift and everything. But in DayZ, it was like you had all this different stuff. Like you had like your leans, your crouches, your ducks, quick walk, fast walk, run, sprint. You know, like there was just way more commands going on in the game, and it's like it's a little much, honestly. Like when it comes down to it, the nitty gritty, it's like it's definitely more accessible to play something like PUBG and Fortnite and all that stuff. Like you're definitely just go in and play, but like
It's plug and play.
for true like survival simulation, DayZ was that, and there's really like I think that was like the original intentions. Like people wanted to make survival games, and there's like even when Rust was came out, they were like, yeah, it's gonna survival game, and it's kind of pushed away from survival because now it feels more like establishing yourself.
But that's a part of survival is the thing.
Right, but it's like it's to the point now though where it's not like you're not building to survive, you're like building for superiority. You're like
Well,
conquesting.
yeah, but it's like that's like it's like post game. It's like, okay, I survived. What do I do now?
Right,
Well,
yeah.
here's some shit to do.
It's-
Meanwhile, DayZ is not like you can survive. It's an accomplishable goal.
Well, because in the DayZ mod, like they never did it in the official game. At least I don't think so, unless because I know they at one point were saying they were going to try going back to DayZ and actually working on it.
Right.
But you were able to build in the DayZ mod. You still are and everything, but and people would make like communities,
Yeah.
and it was like, and there'd be like wars going on.
Yeah, same thing.
But it just felt like I don't know. So the thing, for some reason, like when it comes to DayZ, I think it's just because of how the loot tables worked in DayZ. Because the map was so big in DayZ compared to Rust. Like when you play Rust, the stuff spawns. It doesn't in DayZ. It's
Right.
like that. Like you go into that city. If that city's been raided, it's empty,
Right.
and it's not going to spawn anything more until the next wipe
Yeah, because they don't intend you to
live.
yeah.
Pretty
That's
much.
what I'm saying. Like DayZ and Rust's main difference is one of them treats survival as a goal.
Yeah,
The other one treats it as
just a means to an end.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
just what the game is.
yeah, and it
Yeah, one treats it as the destination, one treats it as the path.
yeah, and it's something that I think, if done right, could be really engaging. It's just DayZ didn't ever get it right. They had this thing going for them, and a lot of people were like, "I want to do this," but they never really
And then
fleshed it out.
eventually, that's how the battle royale formula came to be. Is that it's like, well, okay, we need something. We need something to work towards now because not everyone's gonna want to just log onto a server until they die.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, well, if you are the last one, you're the winner too.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing is like, these, the battle royale games, they're games. Like they feel like games.
Yeah.
Whereas like DayZ felt like a simulation.
Yeah,
Like-
a short term.
Yeah. It's like it felt like it was you surviving. Is it how it
Yeah.
feel? Like you were trying to survive, and this was like a simulation of that.
Yeah.
And
Other than the fact that you could come back.
right, obviously, but it's still like it's just the way it feels is it was just much more hardcore, I guess.
And I think that's another factor that added to Battle Royale's conception was like, well, okay, yeah, sure, you're surviving in DayZ, but you come back, so it's kind of like you have like second chances. Meanwhile, in
Right.
a Battle Royale, it's like, okay, this is my one shot.
You
Do
don't
not
come
miss my
back.
chance
You
to
don't.
blow.
You don't come back with anything though. in
Yeah, I know,
DayZ.
but you still come back to that same situation where
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the server is still the same as when you died.
yeah,
So it's like that fucker at the airport, not the airport, the military base has a sniper. Let's
Yeah.
not go there.
yeah, exactly. It's like you took the embodiment of another person that's surviving or woke up from a coma or whatever.
And he found your logs,
Yeah, right. He knows.
your journal. He read your journal.
That usually the path to go though is like if you died in DayZ, you usually go into a different server right away because it's like
Yeah. Well, at least if it's not fresh. Because if
Unless
it's a fresh server, it's like, okay, I can still get.
yeah, I could still go over there. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, this airfield has been raided, but not the military base.
Yeah. I think
Man.
I only had like a few hours in DayZ. It didn't click for me like Rust did.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's still like I said, you know, I for me 87 hours is a lot. But yeah, it's just great. Like I know that at least was it like 30 of that is not actually timed because what was it? Something happened to where I like left it running for some reason and it just put a ton of hours on my game. I was like, oh, oops. And it's like, so even then it's even less than what it is already on there. But man, it would be nice to have something that was more hardcore like that actually worked. But I don't think the market's there. Like I don't like
Not anymore. No, it's Battle Royale is dominant.
yeah, and it's because it's accessible and everyone is fucking. It's like we found out that everyone is down for a quick romp on Battle Royale.
A romp.
Not everyone wants to fucking try to survive.
Yeah. Not everyone's that hardcore. It's an investment, and yet there's still steps beyond that, like Rust.
Yeah, right.
Ultimate investment simulator.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
God, I love that shit so much.
It's like honestly, if they crack down on the hacking more, it would be great. It's just it's just too like I don't mind if I lose everything fairly.
It doesn't bother me at any point.
Yeah, it's fucking weird to me, man. Like
It's all about the experience to me. Like I had that thrill. My heart was fucking going crazy. That means I've gotten my enjoyment out of my time
I don't get a
spent.
thrill though. I just get pissed if it's a hacker. I'm like, oh, there's nothing I could fucking do right now. Like no matter.
Yeah, I don't get mad at that.
I'm not. It's like it doesn't put me on edge because it's like I'm on edge when I'm playing against real people because it's like, oh, if I mess up or if I don't perform properly, I will lose here. But when it's a hacker, it's like, oh, fuck you. You know, that's all I feel. Like I don't feel excited. I don't feel temptation or anything. It's just like, oh, this fucking hacker's taking everything and everything I did is completely useless. Whatever. It's stupid. Like might as well have just fucking stopped playing.
I don't get that feeling from it.
Yeah, I think it's so like janky and bizarre to me. I can't stand it. Like, ugh. It surprises me that like that doesn't do anything to you.
Because
it's
don't
like-
get attached.
It's not even that. It's not the attachment because if it was about attachment, I would hate it when like you know good players just came up and ruined it.
Well, but it's like you feel like it was taken from you unfairly. That's why.
It's like, it's not even that it's just unfair. It's like I just feel that it's pointless. It's like why even play if whatever you did is completely like not worth anything.
It's still fun.
It's
Setting up and everything was fun. My initial survival attempt was fun. That's what bothers me more is when I can't get us established in the first place. If like the server's so crowded that it's like, well, everyone has fucking all this shit and I can't.
Well, see,
make a
that's funny
base.
because like the only way that like I would actually have fun just being a wanderer, you know, there's been many times where I never established myself into a base. What I did instead was I would fucking just, you know, walk around, find guns, go around. And if I was going to log out, I would just go into someone's broken house and then put a fake wall up and be hidden in the back room where they'd be like, oh, this place has already been raided and then leave. And then like, I've done that so many times where it was just like, I'm hiding in the person's basement that got ruined. Just because I put up a thatch wall that they couldn't tell was, you know, not part of the house. And it's like just being a wanderer has been fun. But then when you get like aim hackers and people who are fucking teleporting all over the place, it's like, this is dumb. And then that's where it's like PUBG just got better because it's like, okay, PUBG's basically wander play the whole time.
Different outlooks, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I want to get to the point where I can raid someone's building.
I love that. No, that's like fantastic. But that's again, That's what happened. Was they fucking like the times that I've been hacked, like hackers fucked on my shit, was when it was like I was just getting ready to be at the point where it's like I can go full blown raiding right now. Like I've got all the materials and I'm gonna do it. I'm building up the stacks, and then it's like, no, you're not. Oh, fuck it, then I guess I'm not playing this.
Oh,
yeah, and it's like the fact that it happened. And again, this also comes from me just not playing as much as you, I guess, because, like, you know, I don't have as many hours. And it's like the amount of time that I have put in it has been so tarnished that it's like, why even do it? Because that's like, I'm not going to keep going. I'm not going to just, like, have, like, 500 hours in this. So it's just like, fuck it. I'm done. And, like, Nate is the same way. He was just done. Like, we both uninstalled that day. It was just not worth it. Such a bummer.
actually, I would spend a lot of time in the pre current Rust, well, I guess Alpha Rust, playing on servers like with hackers, like just because I don't know, they were I treated them like a threat, I guess. Like I would do everything I could to like appear harmless to them so that they wouldn't want my shit.
Yeah, and then
like,
you never.
It was like a fun mini game.
Then you like never get a good base going.
Sure, I did. I did all the time. I just when I left my base, I would go roundabout ass ways, like around fucking mountains to get to town, and just like dress in like shitty clothing.
I mean, there's a point though when it's like walking by and they're just like, "Oh, look at this base here," and then they just wall hack through your base when you're offline. It's shitty.
Yeah.
It's like it's like, especially when you log off. And there's just a perfect hole to your loot room. Because it's like, oh, they were able to see through the walls, and we're just like, boom, 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 boom. There you go. Done. That just peeves me.
Different outlooks.
I can't even like get behind it. It just seems so fucking counterintuitive. It's like, why even do it?
Like I said, because I just have fun playing the game.
PUBG's
my personal reason.
PUBG's better at that point.
Yeah. I've definitely had more fun playing Rust.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I've had more intensity in Rust, but definitely not more fun.
That's almost synonymous with fun for me.
Is Rust?
The intensity.
Oh, really?
That's almost synonymous with fun. Like, fucking, dude, my heart racing and shit like that from, like, gun battles, there's nothing higher than that. Like it's like the feeling I get playing Dark Souls, like a boss. Like I'm so close. Like I'm doing this on my merit. I've tried so hard. I got through all this shit, and then I get it, and it fucking feels great. The sense of self-satisfaction in Dark Souls is the biggest I've ever felt.
I think winning a battle royale though feels better than just winning a gunshot.
Nah,
gunfight.
It feels like, I don't know, there was less to it. Like I don't feel like I worked as hard for them.
You know what's funny is like free for alls don't feel as rewarding to me.
Free for all
in PUBG.
Oh yeah, going
like,
in one man.
Yeah, one man. Like because I've gotten quite a few.
That's true too. Actually, yeah, it does feel better when we get squad wins.
Yeah, like every time I've played, because we've gotten a chunk of squad wins.
I think you and I together have gotten 3.
Yeah, and I think total I've gotten about 15.
I think I've only got 7.
And really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, because I'm also counting duos. I don't know if you've...
Oh. And then probably only 10.
I think I'm sitting at 15 wins total, chicken dinners.
I don't know, because the stats always get erased.
But if you count solos, I think I've won like 20 solos.
I don't play very much solo. I've only won like 3.
Yeah, like I didn't play it very much, but it's like I went through it and it was like I won like out of the first 5 solo games I played, I won 2 of them. And I was like, huh, this is interesting. And then I just kept doing it. It's like, I think...
For me, it's like I don't treat winning as really a goal in PUBG. It's more about having cool fucking encounters. That's why I like going to the school so much. It's like,
yeah.
I feel so fucking... I don't care if I lose immediately after getting 7 kills in the school. It's like I blew 7 dudes away with whatever weapon I found.
It's like,
I am satisfied with that game.
That's just, that sentence was like so close to being something else. It was really funny.
I blew 7 dudes in the school. I'm satisfied.
Fucking, I think this is Andrew. He says, I've had more fun playing Mega Man 2.
Just straight Mega Man 2?
Straight up Mega Man 2.
Huh.
for me, like, because you were mentioning like playing something and then perfecting it and then winning. I mean, that's like, when I play Mario and stuff, that definitely always feels good. But for me, it's always cutting down and like making it smooth and finesse, like parkouring it through.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like for me, I don't get stuck on things. Like I've never really felt like I played Demon Souls too, and there wasn't a moment where it was like, oh, I'm fucking stuck and taking forever to beat. It's usually like I usually get through games pretty simply. Fucking, because how many tries was it when I played Dark Souls 3 at your house, and we were wondering how long it would take me just to do the first fucking boss. And was it 3 or 4?
I think it was 3.
Yeah, it was like 3 tries and I got it, and then I went and I killed that fucking ice dude like immediately after, or glass, whatever that thing is. That like mini boss on the side right there. And I did that on my first try.
I think it was just the second boss, probably Vort of the Boreal Valley.
No. It's that like.
That thing. Yeah. Yeah. It's not even. It's just an enemy. It's actually not even like.
It's like its own little enemy though. It's not like. It wasn't one that you see multiple in that level at least.
There, yeah.
But it's like, I didn't get super stuck. But then when I see like, I've seen fucking Donkey played. I think he did that first boss. It took him like 20 tries or more. And
yeah, I think you just have a knack for it.
Maybe, yeah. And it's like that's how I usually am though when I play. Like I never have a moment when I'm playing games where it's like, oh, I'm fucking stuck on this boss or this part. It's more or less like I'll do it a couple tries and then I'll get through it. And then my goal is to just cut down time. The only time I've specifically gotten like really fucking stuck in a game was in Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3 versus Ultimate Buu. And I found out is we were playing without the piece that you were supposed to get. Like you're supposed to go out of that fight and then you find like Ultimate Gohan form. Like it's like you're supposed to play it as Gohan. And I didn't get the ultimate Gohan, like the power up. And it was really funny because me and my buddy were playing that, and it fucking took forever. Like I'm fighting Boo, and it was like, what the fuck? I can't beat him. and then I was like, there's something wrong here, man. And I go in to find the ultimate boost or the ultimate Gohan status, and go and fight Boo. I fucking whooped his ass, and like no, not even trying. And we were just laughing, like, God. He was like, you almost beat him without that. And he was like, it was incredibly easy with the ultimate form, like what we were supposed to do. And he's like, you almost fucking got him. Like, I would get him down to like just a smidgen of health. And then another time that it was like specifically like really grueling to get through was playing Shao Kahn on Mortal Kombat 10.
10.
Or no, 9. Yeah, 9. Yeah, playing Shao Kahn on Mortal Kombat 9 on like the hardest difficulty. That shit fucking was hard, dude, because he's a cheap motherfucker.
Dude, it was hard just on hard.
Yeah,
not on
right?
fucking, whatever the fuck the hardest mode was called.
Fucking brutal, I think.
Is that what it was? I don't remember.
Or crush.
I didn't even play that one. I played it on hard, and I was like, this motherfucker.
Yeah,
I didn't want to go through it again.
That, like, fighting games do that. Fighting games, I've had that, where it's just like, I can't fucking beat this guy. Like, Sid on fucking Street Fighter 4 was like that. It's like, or Seth, I mean, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was like, when you're playing it on the fucking hardest difficulty, it's
the
like,
goo man.
you fucking kidding me right now? Like,
what is he?
He's a fucking construct, man. He's got a fucking yin yang in his abs.
Oh, I thought he was like liquid metal, like the fucking.
Oh no, that's in Third Strike.
T2000.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's him still.
No, that's a different guy.
Oh, different guy.
character. Yeah, that's fuck. I can't even remember his name right now. Like, whatever. But yeah, when it comes to like not fighting games, because fighting games really do that because they like completely design them to just fucking fuck your face.
Jesus Christ. So do you know about the cheers in Twitch?
Yeah.
Fucking this guy cheered 45,000 bits. That's like $450, I think.
Damn. On Overwatch?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's the biggest cheer on the board. The next one's 20,000, and then 14.9 thousand.
Jesus.
$100 fucking cheers.
Who does it go to?
I think it just goes to the league.
Damn.
I think they split it up with Twitch.
Huh. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like
because I think the teams don't even get
they don't
paid
get bonuses.
Yeah, they do, but for from their organizations as like performance bonuses. I don't think they get sales stuff. I don't think they make money on that like normal athletes would.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, there's some guys trying to organize a players association to make sure they get like fair shit.
Yeah, that would make sense that like the tips and everything on Twitch go to the players,
right?
Like that seems like where it should go.
Yeah,
and I feel like that's where a lot of people think it's going.
Yeah, probably.
Like I feel like if you were to tip in that, you're like, yeah,
because I assumed that before, and I found out just through like research and like paying attention to the league that nah, they don't get shit from all this.
Yeah, like that person who fucking put $450 down. He's like, yeah, these players are doing good, and it's like, no, just some dude in a suit's gonna get it.
Yeah, we're like, go New York, $450.
Yeah, and it's like, no, they're not getting it. No one that you're watching or the talent is getting this.
By the way, the match is going to a 5th map, so it's definitely probably not going to be over before the show is.
Yeah, right, because we only got 4 minutes or so left.
Yeah.
It's fucking, so it's 2v2 right now, yeah?
Yeah, 2-2.
Nice. Well, that'll be something cool to check out at the end.
Yeah.
The cooking oil guy's name is Haken.
What?
And his rival is Seth. This was
cooking oil guy. Yeah, that's good.
That's
a
funny.
good way to call him. Good thing to call him. Whatever.
Cooking oil guy. Oh man, yeah. Fucking fighting games have a knack for that though.
Yeah, it's I feel like if like it's kind of like Dark Souls. I compare everything to Dark Souls. It's ruined gaming for me, honestly.
Dark Souls.
But it's like, yeah, with Dark Souls, it's like...
Oh, the guy I was thinking of was Q.
Q?
Yeah.
Oh, the guy in the suit.
The trench coat.
Yeah, the trench coat, yeah, with the hat.
Yeah.
He looks like, what's his face from Fallout 4? Doesn't really
and
look
then
like
and then 12 is the white one who fucking morphs and everything. His name is
that's
12.
what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, like in Dark Souls, it's like, yeah, I can't fucking beat this guy. So you can go back and get better and like level up and shit. But in fighting games, it's like, I can't fucking beat this guy. It's like, well, I just can't fucking beat this guy.
Yeah, get fucking good. That's what it is in fucking fighting games.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the slogan for Dark Souls is like, get good. But it's like, really? That's kind of the fighting game slogan.
Yeah, it really is.
Like no matter what, if it's just hard mode or if it's online, it's like this guy's just better than me. I can't beat him.
Yeah, there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it.
Yeah, other than fucking practice for 300 hours or something.
Yeah, like Soul Calibur. Like when I used to play Soul Calibur 4 online a lot. It's like, mind you, Soul Calibur. It's not a competitive fighting game. Like I don't think it's ever.
Yeah,
been
I don't think
Evo
there was
or
any.
whatever.
Yeah, I don't think there was.
But it's still like very technical, and it's like there's just points where you're like, I can't fucking beat this guy.
Yeah, that would happen, but it was never like, okay, this guy is like hardcore on this game. Like maybe it did because there were ranks.
Yeah, I don't know which rank you were in, but
I never had a hard time on the game. Like,
that fucking happened to me sometimes. Like, and
sometimes there were guys. Sometimes it was like
I would whoop ass in that game. Like I was usually winning. Like I would say probably. Like I don't even want to say 9 out of 10 because that's like too small of a number. It was more like probably 8, like probably fucking 20. I would say 28 out of 30 or some shit like that.
I would never play that many. I would do like a good like 5 games, and be like, all right, I've had enough.
Yeah, I would just go, but then there would just be that guy where it's like, are you what?
Yeah, right.
Like what?
Yeah, because sometimes it would be like, okay, this guy's just dancing on me. I've been wrung out for all of these matches.
Yeah, right. It was really funny though. A lot of times those people were really good, and then but we wouldn't be playing a cage match. I usually like if I ever had choice, I would always choose Egypt on Soul Calibur 4 because that's the cage match.
Right.
But then there'd be times where it's like, oh, this guy's really good, but he's not fucking arena smart, and I would just fucking ring them out and shit. Especially as Cervantes because he has that fucking double stab and just throw them over.
Oh god, yeah.
And I would do that because I played as Cervantes and I played as Ivy.
Yeah.
Like those were my 2 mains, and it was like an Ivy too. You just fucking wrap it around, pull them in, hit them, and then just throw them, and it was like, you're dead.
I think it was 4. Yeah, 4. I did that a lot with Keelik. I would just jab people off the fucking stage with his forward triangle. I think it was the long. You just shoot the pole forward, and like dude go, and whoever you hit goes flying backwards. So if they were, it usually wouldn't throw them off the edge if they weren't standing on the edge. But if I did get them to that point, it's just like, oh, you're going down.
Oh man, I'm so excited for 6. That's like, but we're getting to the end here. We got like 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Oh, there it goes. We got like a minute.
The time fucking. No, I'm looking at the station clock.
Right okay. So the clock on here is off.
It's off compared to everything else. Yeah.
Or rather, the station clock should be off, right? Because this is just the Windows clock using
Something
the
like
internet.
that, yeah. From Street Fighter to Fitia's best girl is what this guy says. I fucking as far as Street Fighter characters, Elena is one of my favorites. She's like the
Street Fighter. I thought we were talking about.
Oh no, like this is just right here. He said, he said Sophia's best girl.
Yeah.
Well, he's talking about from Street Fighter. That's earlier. Sophia he's talking about from Soul Calibur.
Yeah, I know.
But then I'm looking at the chat right now. Street Fighter was on there, and what I was saying is, as far as Street Fighter characters go, like as best girl, I would say Elena is rad.
I don't even know who that is.
That's the fucking African chick. She's cool. She's like has the white hair.
I'll take your word for it.
All right. she's from Third Strike, and she's also in 5. So.
All right. Well, Gladiators are up 1 in the current match, and I believe we have to go.
Yep.
So from everybody here at the Kind of Gaming Show on chaoticradio.com, thank you for tuning in. We love you.
Yes. Hey, you stole that. I always say we love you. Damn it.
I thought Andrew said it.
No,
I was just trying to say everything Andrew says.
No, I always peppered it in.
Oh well. Good night.
Bye.